This Yarmic's trade depot. This must be where the merchants' wares are being kept. The depot is well guarded by the Red Hand. The Order has a stake in these docks.
What are you doing? You're supposed to be in the market. I know.
It seems like the complaints by the merchants never reached the council.
I cannot believe this. Black cloth on their stores. Gods never mind. Someone else will take care of it. Playing with fire. The needle is known to sting far less than this.
Seized exotic wares. These are worth plenty. Something that could be on the Red Hand's agenda. Accumulating wealth. The sting of a needle. I'm on his trail. So, the dockmaster seizes cargo and resells it through merchants in the marketplace. The ones involved bear black cloths, and may be able to get their attention by showing some silver around the marketplace. Market. I'll flash some silver to the merchants. That should get their attention.
Trouble at the depot earlier.
What do you mean, trouble?
I don't know for sure, but the Needle is calling for more protection. Meet me here at nightfall. We will go see him together.
I hear this marketplace sees its fair share of silver pass through. I have something that may interest you.
You will want to speak to Grigori.
The Darkmaster?
Sorry, who are you?
Someone who wants to do business. With Grigori.
I don't know your face, and I've said too much already. Please, go.
Hey! Did I hear you talking about silver?
I'm looking to spend a large sum, not fork it over to some street beggar.
Oi! I'm no beggar, you dolt. I'm with the big dogs.
You mean the Needle?
You have something he wants. If you truly want to make a trade, head to the statue near the East Gate.
I shall. Watch yourself around here, young one.
Oh, me? Ha! Please, I've a bigger sword than the lot of them.
I know how it is.
I am eager for
Just hurry, will you?
Good man,
We have
that
rounds to
Alden.
make.
If I follow them, they should lead me to the Needle. I should be cautious around here.
Something going on?
Hold a moment, traveler.
Best keep a lookout.
Charles talked about. Now to find the hidden key. What do you see, Sunan? Empty cards, and a black cloth marking them. Hiding among the rats, Needle. Fitting. Sound of metal. A workshop in the sewers. What is the Needle's operation? They're melting the silver into bars and coins. What do they plan on doing with it?
No! Please, don't do this! I promise you your silver next week!
Please, don't do this! What? Won't take long.
I'm not surprised to find you creeping down here.
You don't belong down here!
We run a clean dock in Jorvik. I believe those were your words. And yet here I find you swimming in silver from all the wares you've seized. Are you the Needle, or just another of his pawns?
You have it all wrong. The fabric of this world has been used up, torn, shredded, you see. Someone must be there to stitch it back together. Someone with a firm yet steady hand, who can thread the needle. Someone like me.
You are a shit poet, but at least my question is answered.
Yes, well, we all have our weaknesses. Yours appears to be the iron between us.
Think your men are going to stop me?
I would not undermine them so. The Red Hand are loyal to our cause, which is more than I can say for the merchants. Make it quick! Meet me in the marketplace when you are done.
What's my message?
Don't let this one escape! Meet your fate. You look tired.
Face me! Do one drinking thing in your worthless life!
Foes, skewer the...
Damned background. Slipped through my fingers. I'll finish this in Coppergate Market.
I can explain. Mercy. I am well versed.
Come, come, walk with me. It is good to walk.
Gregory.
Good to take in the air. The sights, the sounds, the smells.
Please, Gregory, I didn't think you'd mind. It was just a few coins.
I understand. It's not your fault. It was mine for thinking you had anything but empty air between your ears.
With all the silver I've given you, I have nothing left to feed my children, let alone myself. Please, understand. Oh, dear God.
Merchants of Jorvik, I promised you a future rife with opportunity. And what was the one thing I asked in return? Do you remember?
Loyalty.
Loyalty! Let this serve as a lesson, should any of you think it a good idea to threaten my operation.
I should not be seen in this area.
I'll do the thinking. You do as you're told. It's funny. As a child, I thought of snow as the tears of God, frozen by our sins. Weak with hunger, I stared into the sky, hoping it was me he wept for. Me he sought to save. But God did not save me. The vault did. He took me to a fine house, gave me hearty meals, a warm bed. For the first time, someone extended a hand, showed me kindness, compassion. And it was then that I made a vow. I vowed to never turn my back on he who was there for me when God was not.
So you served the Bolt, knowing full well what he was a part of.
The Order made our paths intersect. I owed them a debt, and I repaid it by saving this city from its own destruction.
A life debt is a strong motivator. It took hold of this one's Hugad, drove it, and never let go. Yet not with the same compassion you were shown. Too many have suffered by your hand in pursuit of this course.
You're right. Perhaps I deserve this death. But I am but one cog in a large wheel. One that still turns unhindered.
Not for long. Where you have gone, there will be no tears waiting for you.
Are you going to enter the water or not?
No, the waters are too cold. Baptized, we got business with me.
One does not receive the Holy Spirit under the watchful eye of God simply to improve trade.
What news do you bring?
The needle will never sting again.
Well done, Eivor. Who was hiding behind the name?
My love, there has been an attack at the markets. The dockmaster, Grigory, is dead.
The needle. Sold off the wares he seized to collect silver for the vault.
He had no such authority. Why would anyone believe him?
The council seal. That rat.
This is getting out of hand. How he was able to obtain this is concerning. I must return and prepare for the Yuletide feast, but I will do so with a bent ear and a keen eye. Be safe.
A valuable seal. And a riddle. One of the four is ours. One of the four. Riesier, Falavith, Odin, and...
You're the four members of the council.
We should search their offices now, while they're occupied with the Yuletide feast.
Yes. Yes. Come, to the archives.
Could I have missed something?
We will find out soon enough.
Það menn ég aldrei vita. Spárnar voru góða.
seen these. Weapons and supplies. Enough for a small group of fighters.
Hardly enough for Halfdan's army.
Could be why Fadavid is pressing the council for more silver. A wax seal. Similar to the one I found in the sewers.
The seal you took from the Needle's hand. You don't think someone could have stolen it?
Let's keep searching. This desk. It looks as though it's been moved here.
That's yours, desk.
It is low. Scratch marks on the floor.
Yours desk used to be against the other wall.
So why the change?
A hidden entrance. Where does this lead?
Guard the door. It is loaded with silver. There was wine here. Whoever moved it did so in a hurry. A load of wine was removed from here, and the room smells of almonds. It may be the wine was poisoned.
It is likely the wine for the Yuletide feast. Do you think one of the council means to kill someone?
Looks that way.
It is not him, not Major. He would never do this.
Keep your focus. Once we have all the facts, then we can worry about Hjor. Right now, we need to get to the Yuletide feast. The people are in danger.
You're right. The Roman amphitheater. Let us go.
Do you see the wine?
No.
Then there's still time.
The entire council is here. Any one of them could be the vault.
I need you to keep an eye out for the wine. I will speak to each of the council members, see if I can trap them in a lie.
Even Hjor?
Even Hjor. If he is the vault, I will not allow him to kill all these people. Lufina.
I heard you. Just grant me one thing. Confer with me before you make your move.
I will. Now to speak to the council members. We'll speak of the wine and what... Fadavid, a word if I may.
Ah, Drengr. If it's to join arms with me, the answer is yes. We can use someone like you against the Picts.
I may be courted, but I'm selective with whom I join. Are you a drinker?
Ha! If that is a challenge, I am up for it.
Very well. I'll return with some wine.
Wine? Come now, we will do this over ale. That will give us a good measure of who can better fight its lure.
I'll speak of the wine and watch for their reactions. That may lead me to the vault.
What a delightful feast!
Audun, it seems you have found the funds to go ahead with the feast after all. You must be elated.
That is putting it lightly. Look at it! I could not have asked for a better turnout. Soon the feast will begin, and these people will be given everything they deserve.
We should honor you. I will fetch us some wine.
No, I mustn't indulge. The wine is for the people of Jorvik. But when it arrives, do help yourself.
Auden has outdone himself. He has indeed. The High Reeve of Jorvik has a bright future ahead if he keeps this up.
Rishi.
Come to join the feast, have you?
I have some bad news. The wine for the feast has spoiled.
Of course it has. Why would I expect differently? I'll have my men dump it. There may be more wine in my private stores. I'll send a man to retrieve it. Is there anything else?
That is all. Enjoy the feast.
I shall try.
Have the silver ready in the coming days. Thank you.
Of course.
Hjor, who was that?
There you are. I was beginning to worry.
Worry not. We have tracked the vault here. He's someone on the council.
You are certain?
I am. Once I discover who, I will dig my blade into his heart and end this for good. Until then, it is important that I investigate without raising suspicion. I need your help.
Of course. What do you need me to do?
Drink yourself into a drunken fit.
What? Why?
I need a distraction. Keep their eyes off of me. The wine should arrive soon. Drink 3 full cups, then make a scene.
I can't be seen doing that. You'll have to find another way.
Just do it.
Eivor, have you uncovered who the vault is?
I believe I have. Each of the council members has given me reason to suspect them. Some more than others.
Who is it you suspect?
Audun was the one pushing for the feast from the start. He planned it, which means he would have had access to the wine. And he was helping Abbess Ingibor collect Christian texts. She turned out to be the firebrand.
Yes. Yes, you're right. And the wine?
Of all the councilmen, he knew the wine had not yet arrived. When I offered some, he flat out refused, insisting it be saved for the guests. For these reasons, I think Audun is the vault.
Brothers, sisters, dear friends, welcome all. Before we begin, I would like to introduce our honored guests. Here with me are some of Jorvik's most revered lords. Men and women who have kept Jorvik trudging through these harsh times. I am pleased to say that today, on the day we honor you, we honor as well the nobles to whom we are all so
The wine!
indebted.
Audun is the vault.
Too late for them. We must not miss our chance.
Join me now in celebrating their successes and yours. To everything you deserve and to more.
Shit!
And now, deafened and blinded by your lust for indulgence, your foolish pride, I will tell you just what nobility is. A death sentence. A new world of order is upon us. A pity none of you will live to see it.
Get the councilmen to safety. I will handle Audun. Go!
Protect the king!
Audun!
There is no escape. No future for people like you.
What did you hope to gain with all this? What riches are worth so much misery and the deaths of honorable men and women?
Only a feeble mind would call them honorable. They are privileged, sedentary, complacent. They wasted their resources. I secured our power through wealth. I contributed to the future of a glorious order.
On the backs of honest people, merchants, priests, and nobles alike.
Eivor, you are wrong. Held back by your primitive cosmology. 9 worlds in the tree? No. 9 times 9,000 worlds. And as many suns.
9 nights I hung in the tree, sacrificing myself to myself. So does the Wise One seek wisdom.
Countless spheres, awaiting our gift, our enlightenment.
I live in one world only. You live in none. Where did they go?
Look sharp.
Eivor! Over here!
Are you all right?
We're fine. Faravid and his cars escorted King Rishi back to the Royal Hall. Everyone is safe.
Let's regroup there.
Kom nu! Bergast av åt dig!
That sniveling little shit.
Conspiring right under our noses.
I don't care. I want answers.
Calm, Lord Rishia. Audun is dead.
That doesn't calm me. I wanted to rip the bastard's spine out myself. You want to calm me? Start talking.
Audun aligned himself to a secret group that was plotting to overtake Jorvik.
He had help from 2 others. Grigory the Dockmaster and Ingeborg the Abbess.
And you, Eivor? You were after these conspirators from the moment you arrived?
Yes, though I could not let it be known. This group can reach any person, permeate the walls of any city. Much like the worms of a spoiled apple, they would have eaten Jorvik from the inside out if we let them.
But you stopped that from happening. We owe you a debt of gratitude. You can be sure Halfdan Jarl will hear of this.
If the threat is gone, then you have my gratitude as well. I'm alive today, and so are many others because of you. I'd like to name you an honorary High Reeve of Jorvik, Eivor. Would you accept?
It has a nice sound to it. You honor me, Lord.
You have earned it.
Then if I may, a hoard of silver is left unaccounted for in the grottos beneath these streets.
That's right. Silver the Dockmaster was collecting.
What do you propose we do with it?
Hard-working merchants were robbed of their wares. Honor Yuletide by giving the silver back to the honest citizens of Jorvik.
A wise suggestion. I agree.
Fine. I will see to it that Hjor distributes the silver evenly. Come, Faravid. Help me secure this hoard. I could use a bloody walk.
We have a saying in Bjarmia. Only the dead get to complain.
And we're still living.
I could muster a few complaints about the king and the treasury, but I shall forbear. You did it, Eivor.
We did. It may be we were the recipe to keep Norway from Harold all along.
We still can be.
No. Norway is behind me now, and the rest of England ahead. That said, I must be going.
Wait. Should you ever need us, we will come.
One last thing. The silver on your desk, Hjor. It planted a seed of doubt in my mind. So I must know. What is it for?
I suppose I can forego the element of surprise. I hired a silversmith to craft a love token for Lufina. A Yuletide gift.
You sneak.
I will take my leave before you shame the throne.
Until our paths cross again, old friend.
In this world, or the next.
If you drop by Jorvik again, please join us for an ale. I know of a place down the street.
It seems the wind calls me back to Randvi. Let's tell her the good news.
Good to see you.
I have purged the Order of Ancients from Jorvik with Lufina and Hjor's aid. And should we ever need theirs, they will come.
You do this work well, Eivor. Is it a prelude to you joining the Hidden Ones?
I doubt it. Not enough glory in these back-alley brawls.
Uber Ragnarsson has come. He claims to have some business with you.
Uber Ragnarsson, you're a long way from your king's side.
Eivor. Yes, a long stroll through the hills and fields of Mercia. Also, I could thank you.
Thank me?
For sending my brother to his just reward. In spite of the harm he caused you and everyone around you. I could not keep him in line in this life. But I have no doubt the All-Father will put him to good use in the next.
A darkness followed your brother. One I'm not sure he understood. But as you say, he is now where he belongs.
He is. And as a show of my thanks, I came to offer you a gift. A token of my respect.
Thank you.
Put it to good use, Wolf-Kissed. And may we meet again soon. On a battlefield if the fates are kind.
A message has come. I should talk to Hytham about my next targets. I should talk to Hytham about my next targets.
I'm grateful to see Basim returned. There's so much more I wish to learn from him.
Jorvik is now free of the Order's influence.
Brilliant as ever, my friend. Thank you for all you have done. Ah, here is something for you. An odd letter arrived a few days ago, signed by one calling himself...
A poor fellow soldier of Christ.
That's right. Someone you know.
Not by sight. But this soldier has intimate knowledge of the Order. He's the reason I've found them so easily in the cities.
The letter says you must travel to Winchester, visit God's house and look for a man in white. Then recite this passage. When pride cometh, then cometh shame. But with the lowly cometh wisdom.
All right. I will speak with Randvi, get a fuller picture of all this.
Do you need something?
I have to go.
Then go in peace.
I want to see the Alliance map. Hytham received a message from Winchester, from someone calling himself a poor fellow soldier of Christ.
Your hidden ally. Very interesting. More targets, I assume.
Yes. So what do you think? Could it be a trap?
As a West Saxon stronghold, Winchester will be a rather unwelcome place for you. But that is nothing you cannot handle. If you go, do not go boldly.
I will make my way to Winchester. The letter asked me to meet a man in white at a house of God, and then recite this phrase. When pride cometh, then cometh shame, but with the lowly cometh wisdom.
A passage from their holy book, I believe. Interesting. Go with care.
The seat of King Alfred's power, where hawk shit stains my boots. I will find the man in white in their god's house. Oh, my eyes.
God om helvete!
This must be the house of their timid god. They built him a rich dwelling.
The Lord takes the best of us to see us.
A Dane treads the cobbles of God's house. In search of Christ's redemption, I hope.
Your Christ can wait his turn. It is you I've come to see.
Is that so?
When pride cometh, then cometh shame. But with the lowly cometh wisdom. You know these words, and you know why I speak them.
I do, but I am not yet satisfied that you are the one for the task ahead. As Jesus said unto Thomas, I am the way, the truth, and the life. Speak the deeds of Christ in order. Only then will you cometh unto my Lord.
If I must dance to your tune, tell me where to step.
In books, one may find such wisdom. We had many in England, before the Danes burned our churches. A few yet remain nearby. Or perhaps a more pious soul in need of charity will reward you with a lesson.
I have nothing for you now, but I will return.
Even the mighty fall. And God's servant, the Bishop Aelfirth, was mighty indeed.
He bathed in the river, so a gentle wash brings them closer to their God.
Well versed in the Bible, quick of wit, oxen strong, meek as a lamb. But God called Aelfirth to sit beside him. And Aelfirth answered.
He rose from the dead? A nice trick, and not easily done.
To such a man, to keepsake his memory.
Their God brings them light, just as Baldur does. Light as bright as the summer sun.
Speak the deeds of Christ in order.
God breathed on the water, and in the Jordan River, he was cleansed of all sin.
His baptism.
On the mountain his face shone like the sun, and he became light.
His transfiguration.
The women came with offerings, but they could not find him when they looked among the dead.
His resurrection. And Jesus said, I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness. Well spoken.
Are the riddles done?
That is not for me to decide, for I am not the one who summoned you. If you follow, I will lead you to him.
I solved your riddle. Now all I get is silence. Who am I to meet?
Shh. Even a fool, when he keeps silent, is considered wise.
Yet men become wise by speaking with other men. They grow foolish in keeping to silence.
Hush! Your prattling offends God's ears. We're here.
May Christ, whose terror scares away the foul throngs, make with me a strong covenant. Was God's lesson instructive?
I learned that your God fears death, just as mine do, just as every man does.
Yet through our Lord, we may achieve life everlasting in his glorious presence. Perhaps you missed that detail.
Do all the priests in Winchester have this same skill for drama? You risk your life, Alfred King.
I have invited you here to speak on equal terms. Do the Dane laws of hospitality not apply in Wessex?
You gifted my Jarl to that whelp from the Order of Ancients, the warrior Fulke.
Fulke was an enemy of Wessex. But it seems someone has already removed her threat from my lands.
If you did not hear it was me, you have now.
Impressive. The Order of Ancients has surely been crippled by her loss.
How much do you know of this order?
Only this and little more. This letter, signed by one who calls himself a poor fellow soldier of Christ, warns of a plot against my life.
The gallows, the quill, the Sikhs. 3 men eager to kill you.
2 now. The Bishop Aelfirth is dead. He was the Sikhs, so far as I can tell.
And a humble servant of your god. That must sting.
Still, his death has strengthened Christian fellowship in Winchester. I pray the deaths of his colleagues will do the same.
You have faced warriors like me many times before, and many times you have lost or been cheated. Why trust me now?
I have men in London and Jorvik. Men who send me reports on the rise and fall of the tides of war. Not long ago, men and women of some influence were murdered in those places. In oddly specific circumstances. When I received this letter from our poor fellow soldier, it did not take long to work out why. I don't know your motive, nor what you hope to gain. All I ask is that you finish the work you have begun, before these fallen souls infest England further.
I should let the Order kill you. It would speed our conquest of England.
You may remove the organs of state. The cancer will remain.
Then promise me a reward I can sing about. A healthy king's weight in silver.
Very well. As much as you can carry. This morning, my reeve, Goodwin, was not at his post.
A man you trust.
Goodwin was following the clues given in this letter when he disappeared.
Where was he last seen?
At his house, by the West Gate. You may find something there. Eivor, compose yourself while you are my guest. My city is not a battlefield.
Not yet, great king, but the day will come. I need to find this reeve, Goodwin. I see you, little mice.
The quill has eyes everywhere.
That Selwyn's got some stones on him arresting Alfred's man. Who rules in Winchester anyway? Is Alfred king or not?
Well, you ain't, that's for sure. So keep your mouth shut and do as you're told.
Shut your mouth, yeah? Unless you want yours to rot off in the keep.
Goodwin gone, and guards sniffing around. So where would they have taken him?
Something's going on.
Trinket or I'll piddle in your horn. You don't be Alfred's jewel, I will. I shall whittle in your duck pond.
Father could hide a killer.
Papers thrown in the fire. Goodwin covering his tracks, other guards destroying evidence. broken bowls, food scattered. They took him by force. There must be a garrison in the city. A violent struggle with the guards. They must have taken him to Winchester's garrison.
Are you spying on me?
Scarpa! She's onto us!
I need your eyes, my friend.
Too, brother.
Good lord! Why the fuss?
thick walls and thicker guards. A place to keep a valuable man.
A Dane in Winchester? These are strange times.
King Alfred sent me, pleading from his bended knee to find someone.
I know Alfred well enough to spot a bloody lie when I hear it. If he did send you, he was standing tall and proud.
That he was, and you are the man I've come to find, Goodwin. Do you know why?
If I had one guess, to find these heretics from the Order of Ancients, and bury them so deep, even God would need a shovel.
So where do we start digging?
My research should help us. If they haven't burned it already, it'll be somewhere nearby.
I will find your research. Now go before they find their wolf has fled his cage.
Let's regroup beyond the walls!
Blocked from the other side. Goodwin's research against the Order of Ancients.
I am grateful for your help.
It is a brazen move to arrest Alfred's favorite reeve.
This so-called order are nothing but deviled shit peddlers.
Shit peddlers who have wormed their way into every crevasse of your country. They are dangerous.
I didn't catch your name, did I?
Eivor, of the Raven clan. Scourge of Mercia, if that name does not rattle some recognition.
Well, Eivor, when our 3 heretics smolder on a heap of ash, we'll down a cup of ale together and share our distaste of Mercians like old friends.
Alfred believes at least one is dead. Your bishop, Aelfirth, was the 6th.
Bugger. Half of Winchester is in mourning for that nun-groper.
One calls himself the Quill. Are words his weapons?
There were rumors of letters nailed up around Winchester. It may be that one of these can tell us more.
The gallows. What do you know of him?
Must be another reeve, I'm sure of it. Only we have the power to mete out justice. And this one would walk with cocksure righteousness.
The gallows had you arrested, so he must command the law.
Reeve Selwyn? Of course! That hedge pig has brought down laws like a hammer on Winchester, executing sinners on spurious charges in the square.
Could it be another?
He's the man. He's the only one who fits. End his terror, Eivor.
Winchester mourns a good bishop and a strong, virile man. May he find his peace with God.
This is your last warning! Give me Alfred's trinket or I'll piddle in your...
Good people of Winchester, open your eyes. See how Alfred's lofty ideals are weighed down in this mire of human effluence. These prisoners before you do not live by Alfred's laws. They live above them. They wallow in shit, only guided by their own perversity. Hubert here, his wits addled by ale, spoke false of Bishop Aelfirth, our pious servant of Winchester, who even now lies cold in his grave shroud.
Aelfirth was no man of God. He'll burn for his sins.
Your wife is a baying shrew, Hubert. Is there a man here who has not supped rancid mead from her cup?
When will your work be done, Selwyn? When all of Winchester falls to your justice?
Between his Swickland moose.
Winchester has passed judgment, Hubert. May God have mercy on your cankerous soul.
Why does Alfred not do something? Selwyn's bloodlust will doom us all.
Set the traps. You cannot steal and be welcome at our hearts. You cannot slander and keep your tongue.
No longer freedom in Winchester.
None are safe from his blade.
Our king's edicts. And so I ask, who has the right to determine the fate of the perverse if not the goodly people of Winchester? I am but your humble servant. Leona, you have been found guilty of harlotry and defamation. Perverter of justice.
Who dares execute the king's noose? It is not in Alfred's name that you carry out your work. You are the Order's executioner.
You peer through the veil, but you do not see clearly. Alfred's laws are a slave's fever dream. He offers shit-soaked beggars a seat at his table, where the meek devour the strong. Who best to judge the fate of the wretched many, if not the strong and worthy few?
To protect your people, you must sheathe your hand in an iron glove. You grind your heels into the backs of freedmen, not those who deserve it.
The Order condemns all men to pain. For all men are but a shadow of the perfection we should know. The perfection of the Ancient Ones.
You are only a man, Reed. One dead branch on a fast-dying tree. I should meet with Goodwin, see what he has found on the quill.
And now we are betrothed. Takes more than that. There's holding hands and grunting, and then sometimes praying.
The cheerful heart is good medicine, but a crushed spirit dries up the bones. Does Magister Batter not teach you the scriptures?
Magister Batter is a horse's dangles.
And here is the axe I used to swat a fly.
You have ventured from your burrow.
And you have plunged my city into chaos. I had hoped you would use the lessons of your subtler gods.
We have no subtle gods.
If the gallows is truly dead, perhaps we can allow cautious revelry?
I did only what I agreed to, Alfred. If your crown now weighs heavy, I would gladly take it from you.
Forgive my outburst. God sowed in me a passion, but English prose is an instrument long out of tune.
We all want better for our people, don't we, Abel? Yours and ours.
The quill remains. What do we know?
The decay of learning has been gentle in Wessex. We enjoy the office of wise men, but we have neglected the study of wisdom.
The quill preys on this lapse.
Someone disagrees with your reforms, Alfred, and he is calling the children to arms.
Now we know why so many children scurry through the streets, feral and untutored.
I can talk to some, see where they lead me.
Good. Find me at the alehouse when you're done. And try not to scare the piss from any of them.
We Norse are the monsters of your Saxon mother's bedtime tales. I promise nothing. I see you, child. Come.
The bad Reeve, Selwyn. I saw you punish him in the square.
He hurt many people.
Yes. He hurt my mother to death. Then took her good luck charm. Perhaps you found it? A little carved tree. It is all I have to remember her by.
Such a sad story. Take this. Perhaps it will keep you off the streets and out of trouble.
For me? Oh, thank you.
Spry, little mouse. Will you lead me to your quill?
Heaven will swallow the smoke of Aelfred's pyre.
Very poetic. But he is going to be buried in the ground.
Do you believe in souls? Part of us that lives on with God after we die. Bishop Aelfred's passing has made me wonder.
Get off me, you grunting.
Stop struggling and give back that apple.
Oh God! Oh God! King Ethelbert the First, the Flea of Winchester.
Stealing apples, eh?
Fruit don't feed a grown boy. Do you have any chicken?
I do not, but maybe you can tell me what you know of the quill.
The quill? God blimey, you're brave. Find Elwyn and Wigbert. They see everything. King Ethelbert the First, the Flea of Winchester. All hail the Lord of the Saxons! Ethelbert the Flea!
Cogsbeard, you'll set Winchester ablaze.
Roly-poly mutton man, you can't catch me!
God help me. I'd rather be shoveling dung in Malvern again.
Are you sure that we're having?
You again? You should mind your own beeswax.
Elwyn, is it? You wield fire like the flaming Jotnar.
It was burning when I found it. Hot days like this, things just go whoosh. Well? Oi! Wigbert, you great moon calf.
Hand it over, Alwyn. We saw your little shadow take it. What you looking at?
I'm not sure. Looks like an old lady's been rolling in shit with all the other ugly sows. A hog in a dress, maybe?
You are mine!
Yeah.
That showed them.
Trouble seems to follow you.
And I wriggle out of it like a slippery eel. Why are you following me?
I'm looking for the quill, so I'm asking you, his little worker bees.
Us? Working for the quill? Shows what you know.
Is that so?
I am innocent as a lamb. They were the quill's thugs and you killed them. Wouldn't want to be in your boots.
It sounds like you owe me your life.
This one's brave and strong. Might be able to help us.
So you're not working for the quill?
We steal to stay alive and out of the quill's clutches.
But you know where I can find him.
They come up from the sewers like rats. Go on, give him what you took. Maybe he can save us. Good luck, Dane. Try not to get maimed and all that.
Golden weather and molten wet
Aid me. Be my eyes. I should watch out for a mousetrap.
I like the pretty things, but Magister Batter says stealing is wrong.
That's her! Dimwit Dane, didn't guess the quill's a she.
Now, Elwyn. Few have the wit that you and I possess. Most see the world in simpler terms, where we are the weaker sex.
A broodmare who preys on innocence, and you brag about strength.
How little you know. Defend your mistress!
Gird your pig feet!
Shield me.
Firing time!
Come, child. Whisper what you've learned. and Mother will give you a treat.
Coward. Using children to spy and steal for your order.
To educate them. Give me a child until he is 7, and I will give you the man. Or woman. What use are letters when a child can only write his name in pig shit? Or wisdom in a woman when she cannot wield it beyond her heart? I taught little Alwyn so much more. Saved her from a life less worthy. She will find enlightenment in the Order, just as I did. If I could save them all, I would.
But you cannot. You have corrupted too many to save too few.
My order is the only way forward. It can quench our thirst for knowledge. If only Alfred's slave faith is defeated. And what would you sacrifice for infinite knowledge?
An immeasurable gift. Why refuse it?
Not their innocence.
A pity. Non requiescat in pace.
Goodwin said to meet him at an alehouse nearby.